When you walk into the America by Air Gallery at the National Air and Space Museum in Washington, D.C., you were immediately greeted by the towering, unmistakable face of an aviation legend. Suspended on the museum wall, the nose of the Boeing 747 invites you to look straight into its authentic 1970s flight deck. But this isn't just any static mock-up. Oh no, sir. This is the actual forward fuselage of November 601 Uniform Sierra, a trailblazing machine that quite literally changed the shape of global travel. It opened the Pacific Ocean to the masses and narrowly escaped the scrap merchant's shears. When this Boeing 747-151, registered as November 601 Uniform Sierra, rolled off the massive assembly line in Everett, Washington, it was stepping into a completely new era of commercial flight. Delivered to Northwest Airlines on April 30th, 1970, it was the only 27th jumbo jet ever built. More importantly, it held the unique distinction of being the very first 747 delivered to an airline other than Pan American World Airlines. November 601 Uniform Sierra became Northwest's flagship and was the exact aircraft that initiated the world's first 747 passenger service across the Pacific Ocean. Suddenly, the long, grueling trans-Pacific journey was accessible, comfortable, and defined by the sheer scale of the Queen of the Skies. For 30 years, November 601 Uniform Sierra served as a relentless workhorse. While other early-built 747s were retired or repurposed as freighters, this aircraft kept flying passengers. It endured tens of thousands of pressurization cycles, carrying millions of travelers across the globe. And by the time Northwest Airlines finally retired the ancient giant in October 2000, it held the distinction of operating some of the very last 747-100 flights in North America. After decades of faithful service, the historic jet was flown to a salvage yard in Maxton, North Carolina, stripped of its engines, and left to bake in the sun, seemingly destined to become soda cans. The Smithsonian recognized the unparalleled historical value of November 601 Uniform Sierra, but housing a complete 747 on the National Mall was a logistical impossibility. Instead, a daring salvage operation was planned. In late 2006, crews in North Carolina meticulously severed the first 30 feet of the aircraft at Frame Station 520. This 26,500-pound section, encompassing the iconic nose, the radome, the flight deck, and the upper deck lounge, was carefully braced to prevent the severed aluminum section from collapsing. It was then loaded onto tracks in 11 separate pieces, driven 850 miles north, and hoisted onto the museum wall by cranes during a major gallery renovation. Reassembled with exacting precision, it now stands as a permanent monument to the jet age. The survival of November 601 Uniform Sierra is a testament to the incredible logistics and dedication required to preserve our aviation heritage. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the history of the Queen of the Skies, make sure to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you never miss a flight. Your support directly fuels the research and production of these videos. Thanks for watching and keep looking up.